So, what we are covering this evening is a version of stayman, which I call weak stayman. The Americans call it garbage stayman because they seem to like that word. What it is a way of using stayman with less than 11 points. So first of all, let's just cover classic stayman or regular stayman, just to refresh our minds. I will note that the 11 points you need and all the normal stayman things I'm talking about are when partners open one no trump. If partners open two no trumps, they've got stacks more points. So you don't really have weak stayman as an option because you very rarely want to not be in game because they've got 20 odd. Whereas here they've got 12 to 14, so it's quite often you don't want to be in game. So regular stayman is looking for 4-4 major fits. Hopefully we're all pretty comfortable with this now. So one no trump, two clubs, have you got a 4-card major? If South did have a 4-card major, they'd tell us about it. If it happened to be hearts, we'd play in game in hearts instead of no trumps. Hopefully that's okay. That's regular, looking for 4-4 fits. That's just completely down the line stayman. Now, the reason you need 11 points is if I have to take away something, take away a couple of things. Imagine you were dealt that hand. This is again still for regular. Oops, you can't have an X before the 10. That doesn't make sense. This is again just talking about regular stayman or classic stayman. If you were dealt that hand, you shouldn't bid stayman because what you intend to do if partner doesn't come back with two hearts, you need somewhere to run. And the place you normally run to when stayman doesn't work is no trumps because you've missed your majors, so now it's no trumps. You can't bid two no trumps after partner doesn't bid two hearts because that would promise 11 or 12 points, inviting them to bid game. So if partner doesn't bid two hearts, you've got a problem. That's why you can't use, or rather you shouldn't use regular stayman on this particular hand because you have nowhere to run. Yeah, do you all see that? Because you want to run to two no trumps, but you haven't got enough points for it. That's why you need 11 points so that two no trumps is safe. Right? If you did bid stayman and you happened to get a two-heart response, you've got jamming. Because now you can play in two hearts. But you shouldn't because most of the time you won't get jamming. If we were dealt a weak hand with a 5-card major, you don't use stayman at all. What do you do instead? Transfer. Okay? So stayman's only for 4-card majors and we should only use it on 11 or more points, given the example before. Apart from what I'm going to tell you about tonight. So this is an extra kind of branch to the tree of stayman, if you like. And that is, we know we transfer on 5-card majors, stayman on 4-card majors when we can tolerate something. Now imagine you're dealt that hand. Okay, first things first, the basic principles tell us that one no trump isn't going to make. Partner would do miraculously to make one no trump here. So we need to play in a suit. Now you could just transfer to hearts and then that'll do. You know, let's play in 5-2 or 5-3 or better heart fit. But you might have a 4-4 spade fit. So you can bid stayman on less than 11 points when you have 5-4 in the majors. The reason you get away with this is because you now have somewhere to run. And the somewhere to run is your 5-card suit. So if you bid stayman and it doesn't work, then you can run to your 5-card heart suit. If partner bids 2 hearts or 2 spades, stayman has worked. So only in the terrible world where partner bids 2 diamonds do you need to run. And you run to your 5-card suit. Okay? If you were to just transfer into hearts, you might miss a spade fit and you're playing in your 5-card suit anyway. So by bidding stayman, you're having an extra bite of the cherry of finding a fit. You might find a 4-4 spade fit, and you will still find a 5-3 or better heart fit. It is possible your partner has 3 spades and 2 hearts, in which case you haven't got a fit anywhere. But that's pretty unlucky, and your odds are on finding a fit here. Even in the case when partner has 3 spades and 2 hearts, you're still better in 2 hearts because your hand is useless in no trumps. Okay? With a hand like that, go through stayman. So with 5-4 in the majors, go through stayman. That's because if stayman fails to work, i.e. they bid 2 diamonds, then you can then bid your 5-card suit. Okay, all happy with that? So you can see that bidding stayman normally promises 11 points unless you have this distribution here. Yep. Right.